Today we're looking at a 4-inch Giddings & Lewis 4-axis CNC horizontal boring mill. The machine was rebuilt and retrofitted in 1996 by Remachine in Cincinnati. The machine features 3 vertical ways, which is a jig bore design by Giddings & Lewis, which all have been re-scraped. The ball screw was taken out and remanufactured as well. The headstock of the machine has a 30-35 horsepower AC Fanuc motor to a 2-speed ZF gearbox into the headstock through a silent chain to the spindle, removing all of the gears out of the headstock, giving you 2 ranges, which was all done by Remachine. All lubrication lines and fittings were replaced as well. The bottom of the machine, you can see the coolant pump coming across here to the ways of the machine, which were reground and refit the opposite side of the saddle with Tersite. There are no scores in these ways, or no evidence of wear since the rebuild of the machine. The face of the spindle was dismantled and new bearings were installed, and the taper was reground in 1996 for the retrofit. Coming back off of the pendant of the machine is the Fanuc 16IM CNC control, load meter for the spindle. You can see the select switches for X, Y, Z, and W. You have your feed rate selection and your spindle speed override. It also has a manual pulse generator box, which you can select any one of the 4 axes and be able to move it incrementally, and spindle jog. It does have a power drawbar for the 50 taper spindle. On top of the machine, on the left side of where it states Giddings & Lewis, is a transformer that's wired for 480 volt, carries it down to the 220 for the machine. I have the electrical door open so we can also view the electrics. That door will close so the machine will go down in size a little bit. We do have the motor off and the housing that's all boxed up. You can see these are the 2 connectors for the Fanuc motor. On top of this box here, we do have some drawings for the machine. We have the foundation drawings right from Giddings & Lewis. We do have a manual on the machine from Remachine that lists all of the M codes for the machine. We also have all the parameters for the machine. Parameter listing is up to date. And then of course in the back we have all of the wiring diagrams and the drawings for all of the lubrication points of the machine. We have the 1 AC servo motor Fanuc book here. The rest of the books are available through Fanuc for the CNC control. Coming around the back side of the machine, going to the electrical cabinet of the machine. It's very clean, well put in. No evidence of jumpers. And you can see the AC drives for the spindle and 4 axis, excuse me, 4. The other side of the shop here we have the saddle and the table for the machine, which was removed for shipment. The ways were reground and refit in the 1996 rebuild, and the ball screw was taken out and redone as well. The tabletop looks to be in excellent condition. We have not removed the rotary table that's presently on it to tell you what's underneath, but this is a 36-inch by 36-inch Giddings & Lewis Airlift rotary table. And there are 2 small angle plates that come with it. In the background in the gray we have the spindle chiller hydraulic unit hydraulic, excuse me. Down below here we have the outriggers for the saddle. Those can be bolted to the ground, so when the table goes extreme x-axis, left or right, that the table does not dip, the weight then transfers onto these outriggers. The spindle chiller is here. There's some deck plating down below. On top I just pulled out one of the gibs for the machine here. You can see it is newer with oil pockets machined into it. Inside here are the end plates and the pulleys for the motors for the y-axis and z-axis, being the saddle in and out. There's more gibs inside of here that are cleaned. You will see on the forklift here we have decking plate. I have complete decking plate to go all the way around the machine to give the operator a little lift. Now I have the electrical doors closed over on the machine. You can see over here. I will come around to the back side of this saddle. Show you again the two angle plates, the rotary table, and the saddle itself and the ways. The face of the table looks very good. There are no evidence of marrings or markings on either side. The machine was doing small hoist gearboxes and covers for Shawbox and Yale hoists. The operation was moved to Mexico, so the facility here was closed. Just to give you another quick overall view of the machine. On top we just have a vise sitting in there for the counterweight. It was easier than lifting the counterweight up there. The counterweight is located here on the floor. And the deck plating that we have here, that goes around the machine. Foundation drawings, machine layouts, machine parameters, lubrication layout, everything is here. We can ship it as you see. I believe it's 11 foot 6 inches tall. So it would be an over height 2 machine load. The saddle and extras would go on an additional machine truck. That concludes our video for today. Thank you.